Hello everyone, this is Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art, and we are doing mystery stamping. It is Wednesday, it's October 1st. I've got my pretty skeleton shirt on, and welcome to October. We do have a lot of fun things happening this month. If you are in the world of Stampin' Up, you know that we have an incredible starter kit special right now. Um, if you're watching this later, you don't care about that, but it's just going on for the month of October. Hello, Vesta, welcome. If you are just tuning in, we've got our mystery stamping directions here. These are posted in our Facebook group and our emailed to you every Monday. And then that is in the group Stamp with Delight. And then we are live streaming on Delight of My Art on YouTube and Facebook. So let's go ahead and get down to the desktop here, and I will follow along with this off camera and put my face away. Here we go. All right, we're gonna get out our card base, and this might have looked like a mistake when I was doing it, but it is correct. It's 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. Hello, everybody. And so you're scoring that at 5 1/2 where it would be normally. So this is the size of a regular card base, except for the front is going to be a little bit short. So we are putting that together just like that. We're going to score that nicely. Again, that was 8 1/2 by 4 1/4, and we scored that at the regular halfway point of 5 1/2 if this were a full 11 inches tall. And so this is a 5 1/2 tall now. Does that make sense? So this long piece is 5 1/2, and we're actually going to take the top of this, and about halfway down we're going to start ripping it all the way to close to this edge over here. So it doesn't really matter exactly where, but I just wanted to just do a rip, something like that. I'm ripping towards me, I'm right-handed, and so that little raw edge is on the top side. Excuse me. I'm going to take my bone folder. I'm going to open this up, and we're just going to kind of rough this up. It's October, it's Halloween, months, and so this can be a little grungy, although I'm doing different themes for my different cards here. You'll have to vote at the end which one is your favorite of the 3 different ones. But I'm just going to kind of just mess it up, like get your aggression out like this. We got the edge and it's a little bit rough. There we go. So that is our card base. I'm going to go ahead and smooth that back down with my bone folder across that crease here. And we're going to get out our second piece, or our first piece of DSP. This piece is from the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper. It's a specialty pack and it's beautiful. We're actually going to be focusing on this one for our November card club. So this one is 2 inches tall by 4 1/4, same width as this one. And we're actually going to put this one in here and do the same thing. We're going to rip this one as well. So you can put it in anywhere you'd like, but we don't want to, rip too. We kind of want to follow this same curve so that we have something similar. So I'm just going to kind of stick it in here. I'm not gluing it or anything yet. That way I can move it around if I need to. I'm just going to kind of hold it there and hope for the best. So, well, let's see. Let's move it out just a little bit. And maybe we will tack it in. Maybe that will be a little bit easier. We'll just give it a light tack so that if we need to move it, we can. So I just put a little bit of adhesive there just to give it some hold while we fuss with it. If it can hold. Okay. And again, I want that kind of white edge, and we're just going to kind of wiggle it here and there. It can be thicker and thinner at different points. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay, so I do like kind of how that's placed, but we're going to glue that in a little bit better. So again, this was 2 inches tall. I just ripped off a little piece there, and we're going to add this to the inside. I only want to add it, far enough away from that edge because we do want some of that edge to show. So let's go ahead and put that back in here like so. I'm pinching the edges to make sure that that's centered between there. And again, I'm going to rough up this edge too. See, this is a Christmas one, but we want it to be a little grungy. I did put a little bit too much adhesive here. If you have a glue eraser, it does help if you got some glue where you didn't intend it to be. This kind of like gums it up and rolls it, and then you can kind of erase it from your project. So if you have adhesive that you're like, I didn't mean to have adhesive there, I don't really want that, then you can actually erase it. So I wanted this to kind of bend up. So I did put a little bit too close to the edge on this end. And we've got our little booger there. Okay, so we got it done. So here is the card so far. And now we're going to take a piece of designer series paper that is 4¼ by 5½. So this is the exact same size of the front. We're going to stick it in the inside. We're going to see the opposite side of this when we open the card. I thought this was so pretty, and I wanted this to kind of shine and surprise people when they opened that up. So we're going to put that on the inside there. Now 5½ will be a smidge too long. You can see that it's going to stick out on the other side. So we're going to trim off just the tiniest bit. Where's my trimmer? Maybe a 1/16 of an inch or so. And my paper is not directional and it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go, see, 5½. We're going to go one single line less than 5½ is probably just about good. And then when we glue it in, we're going to line it up with the bottom. So we're going to place this in where we want it, and we're going to tap it on the desk. There's my glue booger. Get out of here. Okay, so that way the bottom is lined up so that when we open this up and add glue right here and place it down, then this whole piece will be perfectly aligned. Isn't that cute? Yeah, it does that. All right, so I'm going to take so I'm holding this. I already like lined up the bottom, right? You're laughing at my glue booger comment, Tina. Yeah. It is an exciting fall day, talking about glue boogers and everything. All right, so I'm going to just add some glue right here. Again, staying a little bit far away from the edge so that can kind of roll up as needed. And then here we go. So now we have this beautiful card front that has this nice rustic edge, and you could take this to any occasion. And you can make this section as long or as short as you'd like, but we have this really fun different edge. You could ink this up if you wanted to. I felt like it was rough enough as it is. And so we are going to take our 2½-inch circle, and that's going to go on the front here. I'm actually going to tuck it underneath there. You could tuck it or you could have it on top. I kind of want to have it tucked just a little bit. And this is actually a little bit longer than I intended, this white section. So maybe I should have ripped just a little bit because my circle is pretty low down in this one. My other samples, it's a little bit higher, but that's okay. We're going to fill this section with something else. And right now I'll add this piece right here. So I'm just going to add this flat right here. And I stamped this with the Christmas traditional labels. This is part of a mega suite. So I love all of the greetings on this one. And there's really awesome labels actually too. So let's take some little pieces of paper that I cut from the designer series paper. I love all of these, really pretty with the gold foil, different flowers, and I just fussy cut those. Can see the ink on my hands and the flowers here. This one was from the edge of the paper, so don't discount those ones that are just pieces. We're going to use this one, and it's just going to stick off here, and we're just going to cover, the edge of that so that you can't even tell that that's going to be, a piece of a flower. See? Isn't that cool? So then that still is useful. So I'm going to put those, should I put those on dimensionals? I think I will. Here we go. Like so. And I think in the directions, let's put this one flat, this silly one. In the directions, I did say, or I didn't mention, that I'm going to add another little strip of this regular piece, 4 1/4 by a 1/2 inch, just for the inside, just to decorate the inside. So if you have another scrap, you can go ahead and use that. Not necessary, it's just kind of a fun added bonus. So if you'd like to add that on, oh, these fit perfectly right here. All right, so here is cute. So there's our front so far. On the inside, since this is white, we have a beautiful inside, and look at this beautiful paper on the inside, magnificently decorated, and we didn't have to do a thing for that one. So on the inside here, we're going to take an extra little strip. Again, this was 4 1/4, the same width as the card, just a 1/2 inch. And then we're just going to stick that down there and decorate just like that. And I did do some stamping on one of those banner pieces. This is part of that mega suite. This is the traditional labels bundle. And look at all of these. My stamps running away. Look at all these wonderful label dies. They're all like decorated with different edgings and everything. And so there's this really fun double banner. There is a right side and a wrong side, up and down. So if your words don't fit one way, try flipping your label the other way. But there's 2 greetings that fit in there: sending love and joy and season's greetings. So I just thought that would be really cute on the inside, just right there. So we'll go ahead and add that one like so. And again, if you see anything that you like, you can shop with me, but I would really prefer you not shopping with me this month and getting a ton of stuff for free with the starter kit special. It's like $35 and you get an additional 90 for free. I've never seen this in my life. This sounds so ridiculous that it sounds almost fake. Like, why is it so cheap? $90 for free. This is crazy. I'll show this at the end. But I would love for you to join my team and come along for team meetings and gatherings and have prizes and fun things. So if you already don't have somebody that you shop with, or if you shop with me, please don't keep giving me your money, and you could save money and shop with yourself. All right, here's the inside here. That's pretty. And then on the outside, we're going to take a ribbon. I said 18 inches, and now I'm hoping that that's actually long enough. So I may have to redo those directions here if this isn't quite long enough, but we're going to tie this on the inside. So we want this to be flat on the inside here when we do our bow. We're just going to make a bow over here on the upper left. Yes, there's 2 different starter kit options. Thank you, Tina. She's typing in the comments here. Tina's joined my team, so I love having her on my team. And we're a small but mighty team. We're actually part of a larger team, one of the best, I would say, in the world, with leadership and ideas and inspiration and trainings and everything. But also just our personal team has, I think we have about 12 of us right now, and we have our first team meeting this Saturday. So I can't tie a bow and talk at the same time, but I would love to invite you to come to our meeting, because we're all meeting each other. So this would be the perfect time. Other than the fact that you get $90 for free. That's insane. There's 2 different join offers. You get $90 free with both of them. All right, so that's barely enough, isn't it? 18 inches is like minimum, so maybe 20. And that is just not tying. Here's my tip. Okay, so if you have something, you're tying around something, you want it to stay still while you tie your bow and stay tight. There's 2 things that we could do. Number 1, we could take see if I can find it in my tool section here. I have a reverse tweezers that came with our embossing toolkit, and I can't find it. So option number 2, so reverse tweezers is if you clip it and you let go, it actually pinches tight. Option number 2, a glue dot. So we will just add this with the glue dot. You just want something to hold because I don't have 3 hands. And this can be my 3rd hand, a little glue dot there. So I'm going to put that underneath where I want the bow, put it right there. And then I'm going to tighten my knot over the top. Boop. Now I can tie my bow. That's my 3rd hand. Okay. I do have meetings with Zoom. At the moment, I don't know how to do abroad meetings overseas. I'm not sure about that question. I have to look into that, Dasapa. I do know that if you are in another country, you're not able to join with me, but you could join with somebody from your own country. And I believe that the special right now is global. So wherever you are, if you have Stampin' Up! Available in your market, then you can use that and sign up with somebody local to you. Okay, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. All right, so now we need to add some gems. And this is part of that mega suite. See, I should have made this section a little bit shorter. I think this would have looked a little bit better had this white piece been a little bit shorter. So that's okay. I'm going to use gold because I think that goes really well with this. And we'll go, let's see, let's go here. And maybe another one kind of, oops. I don't have my take your pick tool, so I'm using my fingernails. That's always a iffy proposition. There we go. So we have all our first card here, and let me know which one is your favorite. So there is that one with our beautiful inside. It's just so pretty on the inside, right? I feel like our lighting's a little bit dark today. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light here. That might be a little bit better. And then here is card number 2. This one is using the Peace on Earth bundle. This is actually one of the cards that we are featuring in our Delightful Card Club for this month. So the sign up period for that ended yesterday, but everybody that is on my list will get the things to make this card. And then they'll be linked to this video so that they can put that together with ease. So again, we've got our cute little extra strip in here with the little leaves, and this ribbon is just so pretty. So this is card number 2. I want to know your thoughts on which one here is your favorite. And we've got 3rd one here. This one is for Halloween. We have our finally in the month of Halloween. So this one is using the Spooky Halloween stamp set and the Spooky Sweet Specialty Designer Series paper with these cute little shimmer foam stars. And this paper has those fun little punch outs too. And we've got that Petunia Pop iridescent ribbon there. Did some bats there. And then on the inside, we've got, I did a double strip here just to add some extra interest there, some more bats. So let me know which one here is your favorite. Vesta likes number 1 and 2. Very pretty. Yeah, these are more traditional Christmassy, and this one's just your spooky, creepy one. So, all right, Giuseppe likes 2, and then 1, and then number 3. Thanks for voting, guys. Beverly likes number 3. I'm going to push these up to the top here. Again, if you love Stampin' Up! Products like I do, and this is something that you'd like to do at some point, do as in buy more Stampin' Up! Products. It's $35 or $99, but you get an extra $90 for free. So that's during the full month of October. This has never been done before. This is insane. You can pick whatever you want. That's in the online store, including our pre-order, which started today, and products that nobody even has yet because it literally started this morning. So many options. So I'll take this away, but if you would like to do that, it's join.orderwithdeb.com. I would love to have you as part of my team. I'll go ahead and put that banner at the bottom here, and then we'll go ahead and see who else. Oh, I don't have the banner. It's okay. What other people liked for the cards here. We've got a vote for number 3. Trisha likes number 1. And we've got a vote for 1, 3, and then 2. Thank you again for voting, you guys. It does help me out and helps people find my video here. We are going to link the YouTube video over to our Facebook group, Stamp with Delight, and we would love to see your version of this card and probably do a shorter version at the top. Like this one looks a little bit nicer than the longer one, right? But I do like how all of these turned out. We would love to see your version. Please go ahead and post that in that thread. It's going to post tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. And if you keep it within that thread, it helps clean up the page a little bit. We've been getting a bunch of posts that are kind of just posted on the page, and they're not really contained in that post. So if you could just go ahead and put it in that post, that would be super helpful. And I'll go ahead and put my face back in here. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate all of you. And if you are thinking of placing a Stampin' Up! Order in the next 6 months, you get a discount on your own stuff for 6 months just by joining for $35. I'm going to say the $35 one is the better deal because um, you get $90 free either way. And when you place orders with yourself after your starter kit, it starts going towards your minimum to keep your discount. And you may as well start that by starting out with a lower price point. So just letting you know, if you'd like to join, I would absolutely love to have you on our team and join in our fun team gathering this weekend, Saturday. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern. So if you are interested in joining and letting just checking it out, or if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm at debjoycemeek@delightofmyart.com is my email. And I appreciate all of you watching. I am so excited. I love doing Stampin' Up! Projects and everything, but joining my team, you don't have to do teaching or anything. You can just get it for the discount. It's like a glorified coupon plus friends. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's such a good deal. I can't shut up about it. Okay, we got another vote for number 2. And I appreciate everybody. All right. See you later, guys. Bye.